Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Iowa Hawkeyes taking on the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will start this game off. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Defense will always try to get some tips, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. They can block and stay.
Going deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw it again. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. How about this, a fake? Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs. So the Michigan Wolverines offense has the ball for the first time. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get it back, isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. A running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
Offense getting set for first down. They'll try the right side. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, sometimes towards the end of that play where you see you're not getting anywhere, I'd like for you to just lower your shoulder and get a few yards. I just don't love it when they finish and run out of bounds.
Though we've both been around so long that we've seen a lot of guys try to make a play every single time, and it ends up making things worse.
No, I get it. You can fight for extra yards. Sometimes you go backwards, or sometimes you lose the football. But, man, I want to put my offense in the best position. That means I need to go lower my shoulder, fall forward, get some extra yards.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. smashes through the tackle. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack from this defense. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Back to pass, it's McNamara. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. And they're going to try it again. It's another fake. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. Going up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that pass is intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
To the air, it's Warren. Flips it out to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
You know, on that 3rd down, you thought they would have been a little bit more aggressive throwing it vertically downfield. Instead, they throw it behind the line of scrimmage to their back, and they're putting a lot of pressure on him. He's going to have to make multiple defenders miss to get that 1st down. Obviously not able to do it, and now you're expecting them to punt.
Fires fires one high and deep. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and shuffling and is waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They want to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Lachey. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The aerial assault continues. And it's caught! Touchdown, Iowa!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Back to pass, it's the fake, and he wants to throw. And they get him down. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
He lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. He's looking to pass. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a two-point return.
Great job on special teams, getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Slips away. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking downfield, it's McNamara. Another incompletion on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. I always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch down the right side. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
What an enormous play, the 99-yard touchdown pass. But Palmer, when you're in that end zone and you're backed up and you could take a safety.
Oh, it's a fake, headed for the end zone. They're not going to get there. Tried to sneak it in for the 2, and they'll get 0 instead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Looking to pass. It's Warren. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I think the quarterback at this point just needs to settle down. We saw the interception earlier in the game, and all of a sudden on that throw, just really bad fundamentals. The quarterback just needs to settle.
He's going to throw deep right side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Looking to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Offense deciding to go to the quick game here in the passing attack, just getting it out of the QB's hands quickly. Just got to do a better job with fundamentals, guys. These are the throws you're supposed to be able to make in your sleep.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the eye. And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can be.
And the defense, Abe got him at the 27.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the fake. Kicker's going to run for it. And I guess they thought they'd find the field goal block team napping. They were wide awake, and they come up with the stop. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're trying to get to it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Second down coming up. Wants to throw. It's Warren. Dumps it to the back. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He wants to throw it again. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. And on 1st, oh, what a call. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. Stumbled to the ground. I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to... It's a fake. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he's knocked down. And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the... No, it's a fake. He's running for it. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The incompletion on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 43. To the air, it's Warren. Gonna take a shot. And it's caught inside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's gonna go.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Loveland. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. 1st down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There is no way the offense was coming up with completion on that.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah,
lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing the go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They want to see if they can score the deuce.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Warren. Spits it out to the back. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game.
The score remains
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Fires to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team on, and they'll fake it again. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
And obviously you're trying to catch him off guard, but it didn't work. I'm not a fan of fake punts. I'd rather put my offense on the field and guys that do this for a living all the time are really good at it, but tried to sneak attack and it did not work.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. To the air, it's Warren. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Handoff to the single back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He gets it oh so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're in a perfect situation here, David. Just make sure you drain the clock and you have the last play.
100%. You can't lose. That's how you want to do it. Lead the clock, get in a position, Jesse, where you kick the field goal and the clock's hit zero.
It just comes down to which plays that you can run in your sleep here. Easy things you can go out and execute to give your kicker the best shot at winning you this game.
And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Got some room to run. Past the 50. The 40, the 20, he's at the 10. Touchdown, Iowa! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No.
It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise.
He unleashes a long one. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
The handoff to Johnson. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.